just talk on my vlog. So, where are we going?
We are going to St. Michael's Hospital
And
get my honey checked out.
how do you feel about me having to have a pretty significant surgery? Because they said that because they're working on my artery and veins, there is a risk of bleed out.
I think you're in good hands.
Well, he is the chief of vascular surgery, so
And it's all right that I get the day off.
you're just happy that you get a day off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're still driving. It's St. Mike's is like an hour from my house, so we'll keep you updated.
See that poor boy?
No.
Leg amputated and he's got oozing sores. Like he's got Ebola.
Ebola. Oh, wait. Sometimes when you cram in too quick, it stops.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know we just met with one of the coolest nurses. Who, through talking, is also a minimalist. So she asked me what it was I used for like laundry soap and stuff, being that I'm a chemical-free vegan. Although she's not vegan, she doesn't eat very much meat. But anyways, so she just went over a whole history with me. And apparently this surgery is a day surgery. So I said to her, I find it very interesting that, you know, I'm diagnosed with an arteriovenous malformation of the foot, AVM for short. And I was saying to her, what I find really interesting is that it is most common in the brain. And she said, yeah, that she's never even heard of it except for in the brain. And I said, you know, she asked me what did I know about what the surgery was going to be. And I said, Dr. Alan Moran said he was taking it out. So she went back through the notes to look, and he is. And I said, I don't understand how, if he told me and his assistant and my family doctor that I'm at risk for bleed out, how can you take that out and send you home the same day? And she was like, oh yeah, I know exactly. Like, so I had a bunch of questions that she could answer because this is extremely rare. But she said that I wouldn't be seeing him today, but to call or email and have my questions answered. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm just waiting for blood work. And then I have to meet with the anesthesiologist, and I'm having a history and physical with some Dr. Arbus. So I'll get back to you as soon as that happens. Sorry. Plant-based food. Passion fruit green tea. Hell yeah. It's the hustle and bustle of downtown Toronto. Just a busy, busy place. Lots to see. One of the funniest things I just saw was this lady just walked up with no bra on. You couldn't see her boobs. She really didn't have any. She had a very strong accent. And she talked about, she stepped back to show in the shadow that you can't see her boobs. Made me laugh. So now I'm waiting for anesthesiologist, and I had to go downstairs and buy this 3M Solo Prep Antiseptic Skin Cleanser Sponge. No doubt with chemicals. So the night before I have surgery, I have to use one of these. So it says, wet and squeeze sponge into product, lather, antiseptic skin cleanser. So I have to use this the night before. And then I have two. And then I have to use the other one the morning of surgery. No doubt it's got chemicals in it, so that's gonna suck. But it is what it is. we're back in my car and all the pre-op stuff is done. So the last thing we just did was meet with a anesthesiologist who, ironically enough, his name was David, aka my husband's name. And so there's a little confusion. He was like, made us wait. He wanted to go and see if he could fit me in for a stress test because I was ambulanced to the hospital 2 weeks ago. Um, and what I thought was a little bit alarming, he said, yeah, South Lake said that there was, like, it was inconclusive. They didn't find anything, and the paramedics thought it was gallbladder. The anesthesiologist said no, everything that I had described and the pain that I had was congruent with something to do with your heart. So I did tell him that a couple of weeks ago or a month ago I had a Doppler done and I did have a heart ultrasound done, but my stress test at that time was canceled on their end for whatever reason. So he wanted to see if he could get me in. And the doctor that I had seen before, the anesthesiologist, said, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. So I did learn that I am going to be put under general anesthesia. He did say there was a couple of options, like they could do a block in your foot or like epidural in your spine. But I was like, no. And I had some questions because when I saw the vascular surgeon, you're kind of in shock when you hear you have to have a surgery and you don't think of all the questions you need to ask at the time. And I thought I was going to be seeing him today, and I wasn't. So I went down 2 floors from pre-op to where he was, and one of the secretaries said, like, he's in with patients or whatever, but to just call his secretary and she'll be able to answer my questions. Anesthesiologist did say I'd be most likely on crutches. As far as they have it planned right now, it'll just be a day surgery, but it's rare, and it is an excision of an artery, a vein. So I'm like, okay, so it's low risk, and like there's no, like, I can't die from this. And he's like, no, on the contrary, you could bleed out. But they have all kinds of measures in place for stuff like that. So I'm not going to worry about it. Like my husband said, Dr. Alan Moran is the head of vascular surgery. So we'll see how it goes. For now, that's it. It was literally a 4-hour appointment today, and next time I'm back, I'll be put to sleep. So we'll see. Anyways, that's my vlog for today, pre-op. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. It really helps my channel, and it's kind of like giving me a little bit of cyber love. Thumbs up, comment. If any of you out there have had a arteriovenous malformation in the foot, I would be super interested in hearing how your experience was, because I absolutely cannot find anything on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Google even. Every time you look up an AVM, it goes directly to your brain. So, and I have one in my foot. So, yeah, if you've dealt with that, I'd love to hear your experience. So for now, thanks for watching. Peace out. See you soon.